Okay, so let's dive into that RCB versus Punjab Kings game. You flagged this one the rain-shortened match at the Chinnaswamy.
Yeah, 14 overs aside. And honestly, it wasn't quite the run fest we usually associate with Bengaluru, was it?
Not at all. It felt really different this time around. That pitch, definitely not the batting paradise we've seen so often.
Exactly. Even Dinesh Karthik, the RCB batting coach, he mentioned how challenging it's been playing there this season. And, well, the scores kind of back that up, don't they? First innings totals haven't even crossed 170, which is pretty wild for Chinnaswamy.
It really makes you wonder what's going on with the surface there. But anyway, PBKS, they got the win in the end by 5 wickets.
They did, but it wasn't exactly straightforward. A low-scoring game, sure, but it had plenty of twists. Definitely a bit of a thriller.
Okay, so let's break it down. Maybe start with RCB's innings. Because, well, 95 for 9 and 14 overs. That tells a story.
It certainly does. They really struggled to get going. Arshdeep Singh and Marco Jansen, they were excellent up top for Punjab.
Right, they got those big early wickets. Made things difficult from the start.
Absolutely. They hit those hard links, got a bit of movement. It just seemed to trouble the RCB batsmen straight away.
And the big guns didn't fire. Phil Salt, just 4 off 4.
Yeah, going quickly.
And Virat Kohli, 1 run off 3 balls. That's almost unbelievable at Chinnaswamy for him.
It really is. You could sort of feel the pressure mounting immediately when those two went back so cheaply.
Definitely put the middle order under the pump straight away.
And, well, they couldn't really consolidate either. Rajat Patidar, he tried. Showed some intent,
Yeah, he got 23 off 18, hit a 4 and a 6. Looked okay for a bit.
He did, but he couldn't sort of stick around and anchor things, which is what they really needed at that point.
And the wickets just kept falling after that, didn't they?
Yeah, at regular intervals. Yuzvendra Chahal, back at his old stomping ground, he was really effective.
2 for 11 from him. Very tidy, very impactful.
Definitely. And Xavier Bartlett picked up one. Harpreet Brar got a couple as well.
Yeah.
Before you knew it, RCB were, 63 for 9?
63 for 9. Yeah, it looked really, really bleak at that stage. You're thinking, they might not even make 80.
Honestly, yeah. But then Tim David, wow.
What an innings that was. Completely changed the complexion at the death.
Unbelievable hitting.
Yeah.
An unbeaten 50 off just 26 balls.
Yep, 50 not out off 26. 5 4s, 3 6s, and those 3 6s in the final over off Harpreet Brar. Just massive.
Consecutive 6s. It was incredible power hitting under immense pressure. He basically dragged them single-handedly, didn't he?
He absolutely did. Dragged them up to 95, gave them something to bowl at. But the difference between him and everyone else was just stark.
It really was. A brilliant individual effort, no doubt. But maybe, highlights a potential issue with their batting depth if they need one guy to do that.
That's a fair point. Okay, so 95 on the board. Target for Punjab is 96 and 14 overs. You'd think, okay, game on, but Punjab should get this done.
You'd normally back the chasing side there, yeah. Especially with the dew maybe coming in, even in a shortened game. But RCB's bowlers, they came out firing.
They certainly did. Punjab didn't exactly cruise either. They had a shaky start, too.
Priyansh Arya, Virender Sehwag, both gone relatively early, gave RCB a sniff.
And then Josh Hazlewood. Yeah. He bowled an absolutely outstanding spell.
Oh, fantastic. 3 for 14 in his quota. That was proper quality bowling, just relentless accuracy, hitting that perfect length.
He made it look really difficult to score, didn't he? Used the pitch perfectly, almost test match lines and lengths paying off in a T20.
Exactly. And he got the big wickets, Shreyas Iyer, Josh Inglis, Virender Sehwag. He really dragged RCB right back into the contest.
That 8th over was huge, wasn't it? Getting Iyer and then Inglis, bang, bang.
Yeah, consecutive bowls, I think. Or very close. Suddenly, Punjab are 4 down, still needing a fair few runs. Game well and truly on.
53 for 4 at that stage, needed 43 more. Felt like anyone's game.
It really did. But that's when Nehal Wadhera played that crucial hand for Punjab. Very calm, very composed.
Yeah, he was excellent. Unbeaten 33, and importantly, it came off just 19 balls.
Yep.
Took the pressure right off.
And the 3 6s he hit, all off Siya Sharma. They were absolutely vital in breaking the back of the chase, just as RCB were, squeezing them.
He just looks so unfazed by the wickets falling around him. A really mature innings under pressure.
Definitely a masterclass in how to handle that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Stay calm, pick your moments, find the boundary.
And even when Shashank Singh got out late, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar picked him up, adding maybe a tiny bit more late drama.
Yeah, create a little flutter maybe.
Wadhera just stayed cool, and then Marcus Stoinis comes in.
First ball he faces.
Whack. 6 off Yashdale. Game over.
What a way to finish it. clinches the win for Punjab. Like you said, a low-scoring game, but genuinely thrilling right towards the end.
So many key moments when you look back.
For sure. You've got Arshdeep and Jansen start for Punjab. Chahal's spell on return. Hazlewood's brilliant effort for RCB.
Can't forget Tim David's 50.
Absolutely not. That counterattack was something else. And then, of course, Wadhera seeing Punjab home.
We got some thoughts from the players, too, didn't we? Shreyas Iyer.
Yeah, the Punjab captain. He was pretty happy with how his bowlers adapted, said they executed their plans well, especially using those hard lengths.
He mentioned chatting to Arshdeep about that specifically. Shows they were thinking about the conditions.
Definitely. And he gave a lot of credit to Wadhera, obviously, for taking responsibility in that chase. Praised Chahal, too, said they back him to always attack and look for wickets.
Which he did. On the RCB side, Rajat Patidar spoke. Right.
Yeah, he admitted the wicket was a bit tricky. Too paced, he called it. But he also felt their batting unit just didn't perform, needed better partnerships.
Which is fair enough. They never really got any momentum going, apart from David at the very end.
Exactly. And Marco Jansen, he seemed pretty pleased. Mentioned the pace and bounce in the wicket, which suited him. Said he's ready to bowl whenever needed. Sounds like, a good team environment there under Iyer.
Seems like it. Clear plans, good execution, especially from the bowlers.
And it all kind of comes back to that Chinnaswamy pitch, doesn't it?
It really does. It was the defining factor, I think. Just not the road we expected.
Nope. Both sets of bowlers, particularly the seamers hitting that harder length, they really thrived. Batsmen found it tough to just hit through the line.
It shows that even in T20, if the pitch offers something, good bowling can definitely keep scores down. It's not always about 200 plays 200.
Precisely. Disciplined bowling, adapting to conditions, still absolutely crucial.
But for RCB, this loss, it continues a bit of a worrying pattern at home, doesn't it?
Oof, yeah. That's now 3 losses in a row for them in Bengaluru this season.
And I saw a stat. They now have the most defeats for any team at a single IPL venue. 46 losses for RCB at the Chinnaswamy.
Wow, 46. That's a lot. And they're the only team yet to win at home this year.
Yep. It's really strange. You expect home advantage to count for something, but it seems to be, working against them almost.
It raises some big questions, doesn't it? Is the team not suited to the conditions there this year? Is it the pressure? Or just, opponents figuring out how to play them there?
It's hard to say, but 3 home losses on the trot is definitely a concern. You wonder if maybe their balance is slightly off for playing on these trickier home surfaces compared to maybe flatter away decks.
Could be. It's something they'll need to figure out quickly, you'd imagine.
So wrapping it up then, Punjab's bowlers were smart and clinical. Hazlewood fought incredibly hard for RCB with the ball.
Brilliant spell.
Tim David played that lone hand with the bat, but ultimately Nehal Wadhera's cool head under pressure saw Punjab Kings home.
Yeah, a really well-managed chase in the end, despite the hiccups. The pitch and the contrasting batting efforts were definitely the main story.
Absolutely. A low-scoring game, but still packed with drama.
Which is sometimes the best kind of T20, isn't it? When bowlers have a real say.
True. So maybe the final thought for everyone listening is, what do these consistent home losses mean for RCB? Is it just bad luck, a few off nights on a tricky pitch against good bowling?
Or does it point to something deeper about their strategy, their team balance, especially for games at the Chinnaswamy this season? Something to ponder, definitely.
Definitely worth thinking about how teams adapt or fail to adapt to unexpected conditions. It's what makes this league so fascinating.
Couldn't agree more. Adaptability is everything.